Kia ora, it's Ruth here in my backyard in Christchurch. It's the middle of the day, it's about time for lunch, and I'm in my shady garden. And after looking at my garlic, in this bed and that bed, and my onions, I thought I really need to actually just get them out so I can get other things in, but I think they're ready to harvest as well. So these garlic here are my smaller ones. I'm going to pull them out first, followed by the onions, and then the other garlic, so we'll see how they compare. So got my handy dandy green thing. Well, that's pretty much the bulb that I planted. Well, that's a bit better. I think that is my one decent bulb from this bed. You can see there's a massive difference in the size of the bulbs. Some are definitely better than others. What I've learnt is that I probably won't plant that garlic again. I think these little ones are from the shadier side and these are from the sunnier side. So I'm interested to see how the other bed goes with the ones that are in more sun. Now for the onions. The great thing about the onions is that you don't have to guess too much because they're all on top of the ground. I've definitely got some good ones, but then again, some little babies too. And potentially will also relate to the sun. Now I've been having a look at the best way to keep these so they keep for a decent amount of time, and I've been learning that the onions, they need sun to cure, so I'll put these on the deck for a couple of days in the sun, but the garlic actually needs dark to cure, so I'll put them straight in the garage. So here we have it, my brown onion harvest, which is pretty decent. I've got a few ones at the top that didn't stay on, so they'll just have to be without it. I'll dry these out. If I can, I'll end up plaiting them just because that looks really nice. And now see what my red onions are like. It always amazes me how you think you're on top of the weeds and then you find one this big. I love it when every now and then I find some decent side ones. And look at that for a red onion harvest. That is pretty decent. So now I'm going to be getting out the garlics. But what I love about onions is it is a longevity crop. You have to have them in for quite a long time. But all those onions probably cost, well, less than $1, and we use onions all the time. So these will definitely be put to some good use. Moment of truth, time for my bigger garlic that all has rust. But firstly, you may be thinking, why do I have a rock in my bird bath? I've actually got two rocks, one deeper and one shallower. That's for bees. I don't want bees to be drowning in my water, and so the rocks are in there for bees to come out if they do get stuck. And so far I've found no dead bees, so definitely a win. Let's see how the scarlet goes. Pretty decent bulb. Oh, and a slug. I'll chuck that to the chickens. A few smallies. Last but not least, let's see the size. Again, pretty decent. So, have a look. This amount is out of the garden that has more sun, and that's out of the garden with least sun. So you don't need to be a rocket scientist to decide which one has a better yield, which shows again, just like the onions, the garlic needs to be in for a long time. And I thought that by putting it in a shadier spot, because it needed to be in a long time, it wouldn't really matter as much, but it really shows for the yield. Bit of a waste of space, completely not a waste of space. So next winter when I put them in again, I'm going to definitely choose a sunnier spot, a spot that doesn't matter if it takes a long time, because just like the onions, we use a lot of garlic. So last thing, so I don't forget, is I need to get my salad greens so that we can have lunch. I feel like my salad greens today is a bit of a win-win because I need to thin the carrots and beetroot here, so they're going to go straight into my lunch as my salad. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll catch you next time. Ka kite!